Hello friends, let's go today news. Allison Fluke-Ekren, US woman held for leading female is group. Allison Fluke-Ekren, a mother who once lived in Kansas, allegedly trained women and children to use AK-47 assault rifles and suicide vests in Syria. She is also suspected of recruiting operatives for a potential future attack on the U.S. college campus. Ms. Fluke-Ekren could face up to 20 years in prison if convicted. Details of the complaint were given in an FBI affidavit from 2019, which was released on Saturday after she was returned to the U.S. to face charges. It alleges that in 2016 an all-female battalion, known as Katiba Nusayba, was set up in Raqqa, Syria. At the time, the city was the de facto capital of the Islamic State group. The battalion was said to be comprised solely of female IS members who were married to male IS fighters. Ms. Fluke-Ekren is suspected of becoming the leader and organizer of the group soon after she joined it. It is alleged that her main role was to teach women how to defend themselves against the enemies of IS. She is said to have succeeded in getting several IS women trained up in the use of AK-47 rifles, grenades and suicide belts. She is also accused of teaching children to use assault weapons, and in the FBI affidavit a witness is quoted as saying that one of Ms. Fluke-Ekren's sons was seen holding a machine gun. He was 5 or 6 years old at the time. As well as her suspected role in Syria, Ms. Fluke-Ekren is also accused of planning and recruiting operatives for an attack on a college campus in the U.S. She also allegedly told a witness of her desire to carry out an attack on a shopping mall using explosives, and reportedly said that it would be a waste of resources if it did not kill a lot of people. Ms. Fluke-Ekren is charged with providing and conspiring to provide material support or resources to a foreign terrorist organization and faces up to 20 years in prison if found guilty. And the next news from USA Navy. U.S. Navy officer bribed by cash and prostitutes. U.S. Navy commander has pleaded guilty to receiving $250,000 in cash and prostitution services from a foreign defense contractor in exchange for state secrets. Information Commander Stephen Shedd providing to the firm helped it defraud the Navy of $35 million, £26.1 million. The plea is the latest in the Fat Leonard case, considered one of the worst corruption scandals faced by the Navy. Dozens of officials have been ensnared. Shedd is one of 9 members of the Japan-based 7th U.S. Fleet indicted by a federal grand jury in March 2017 for their role in the scandal, and the third officer to plead guilty. According to the Justice Department, Shedd and the other officers received sex parties with prostitutes and luxurious dinner and travel in exchange for military secrets and substantial influence for the Glen Defense Marine Asia (GDMA) company, a Singapore-based firm founded by Malaysian national, Leonard Glenn Francis. The scandal became widely known as the Fat Leonard scheme due to Francis's then corpulent figure. He was arrested in California after being lured there by U.S. officials in 2013. He has since pleaded guilty to bribery and conspiracy charges and has remained in prison or home detention. According to prosecutors, information Shedd and others provided helped GDMA to win and maintain contracts and overbill the Navy by $35 million for services such as providing tugboats, security and waste removal to ships at port. As part of a plea deal, Shedd admitted that he and the other defendants gave Francis schedules of naval movements and other information, and lobbied on behalf of GDMA to other naval officials. The defendant knew these efforts would result in the service paying GDMA's claims, the Justice Department said. A total of 34 naval officials, defense contractors and GDMA employees, including Francis, have been charged with crimes related to the scheme. Of these, 28 have pleaded guilty, including 2 other 7th Fleet officers. Shed is scheduled to be sentenced on 21st of July in a California federal court, while the trial of the remaining 6 7th Fleet officers is due to begin on 28 of February. Fat Leonard himself is expected to testify in the February trial of the officers. Thank you for watching.